the season winds down, don't let the memories of an unusual season fade. Let Varsity Media relive the season filled with great plays, exhilaration, and joy with a highlight video. For the athletes going to college, Varsity Media's recruiting videos have been the engine that drives the application to the coach. Our history has shown a Varsity Media recruiting video has saved parents hundreds of thousands of dollars. For the athletes not yet ready for college, a Varsity Media highlight video will be remembered forever, and the highlights will be there for life. An end-of-season team highlight video will capture a successful season filled with hard work, unpredictability, a testament to the administration and athletes. Call Varsity Media today to start creating a video filled with highlights from a very unusual season. Highlights that will forever be watched. Contact us at 516-403-2050.
We are back here again at East Islip Middle School, the home of the 2021 Long Island Lacrosse Championships. A third champion has been crowned, the Trojans of Garden City, victorious over the Warriors of Comstock in the Class B championship game. I'm Dylan Butler, thanking you again for joining us on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We want to thank our sponsors for today's shows. Can't do it without them. We start with Breakout Goaltending Group, led by Tim O'Meara and Brian Soper, the Adelphi great, current Oyster Bay head coach. They've got goalie training for boys and girls of all ages and ability. It's Long Island's most comprehensive goalie training. It's year-round, from Comp 60, middle school elite, high school elite, college committed, and more. 2-to-1 player-coach ratio, staffed by men and women dedicated to the development of individual goalies, both physically and mentally. The Breakout Goaltending Group. And as always, we want to thank Igloo Lacrosse, Anthony Alexander and Igloo Lacrosse. They've got some tryouts coming up in a month's time. You can go to igloolax.com for more information. Igloo Lacrosse, one of the premier travel lacrosse programs on Long Island. So a big one here for Garden City against Comstock. We've got some highlights for you. And it starts here with Garden City seeking their 17th Long Island Championship against the Comstock team, seeking a first LIC since 2002. The stands packed, especially the student sections, as the Garden City faithful and the Comstock fans both showed out here at East Islip Middle School. Trojans leading 2-0 on a pair of Ryan Connolly goals in the first half, and they will get a little more. We're in the third quarter now. It's a man up for the Trojans. Here's Connolly. They work the ball, and from X is Stevie Fennell. Turns the corner, cashes in on the man up opportunity. It's 3-0 now for the Trojans. James Christ works to create a little separation, but Drew Quinn says not today. There's the first save that he makes. We're going to show you another one here as well, as Quinn stops this Michael Katz bouncer. See the separation. Katz turns, fires, and there's the save as well. And Fennell, not quite done yet. The super sophomore will get his second of the second half with this lefty rip. He makes it 4-1 with 7:38 left. Another goal by Jack Cascadin made it 5-1, 2:53 left, and there is the celebration for Garden City. They win a 17th Long Island Championship with a 5-1 win. We will speak to a few of the victorious Trojans as well as their head coach, Steve Fennell, when we return on the Varsity Media Long Island Championship Show.
As the season winds down, don't let the memories of an unusual season fade. Let Varsity Media relive the season filled with great plays, exhilaration, and joy with a highlight video. For the athletes going to college, Varsity Media's recruiting videos have been the engine that drives the application to the coach. Our history has shown a Varsity Media recruiting video has saved parents hundreds of thousands of dollars. For the athletes not yet ready for college, a Varsity Media highlight video will be remembered forever, and the highlights will be there for life. An end-of-season team highlight video will capture a successful season filled with hard work, unpredictability, a testament to the administration and athletes. Call Varsity Media today to start creating a video filled with highlights from a very unusual season. Highlights that will forever be watched. Contact us at 516-403-2050.
We are back here at East Islip Middle School, and we have a few of the victorious Trojans as the head coach, Steve Fennell, jumps on our set along with Stevie Fennell to our right and Pierce Archer right in the middle, working through some issues with the headsets.
Sorry,
we got them good.
that.
We're
Sorry.
good.
Sorry.
So Garden City, a 17th Long Island Championship. Coach, thank you for joining us. Certainly, to start, just some of the emotions. It's been a I know a very challenging season and a year for everyone at Garden City for numerous reasons, but it must feel pretty sweet to end it with a championship.
Absolutely. Pierce and the seniors have done an amazing job. We started football March 1st, played a game March 13th, and won the Nassau County Championship on May 1st and started lacrosse 10 days before that. So it's been trying on them. They really have not had too many days off. I look at Pierce, and I even said it to him during the game today. I know what I ask him to do is really hard. It's the most unheralded position on the field, and he's awesome at it. Short stick defensive midfielders, maybe other people don't appreciate it, but we do. And him and Mike DeLuca have been fantastic all year for us. Great defensive game plan by Coach Jacovina, who's unbelievable. We've been together for 10 years, and when they got shots, Drew Quinn made the save. It was just we had opportunities to maybe get it to 3 or 4-0, and we didn't. So you're leaving a really talented team hanging around, and you're wondering if they're going to, pump in a couple goals. But these guys shut the door.
Pierce, to you, on your resume as you go to college, you'll have a undefeated football championship season, and as Coach said, really right back to back now, a Long Island championship as well. How special does that feel?
It's amazing. I mean, we had to sacrifice a lot because there was no break in between each season. I mean, it's not just our guys, it's everyone on the team. It's not one guy, it's everyone. Coaches preaches 48 plus 3. It's all 48 players and the 3 coaches. That's what we like to do. It's all of us as a team.
As Coach was saying, with the COVID season being as it is, and the challenges that brought, especially going literally from the football field to the lacrosse field, and all the injuries that come with it, then of course the tragedy that you guys had to deal with in the Garden City community. How did you and the other seniors sort of make sure you picked up everyone on this team?
I mean, this is all for her. There's not much else to say. I mean, she was an amazing person. She meant a lot to everyone. The whole entire community is affected by it. I mean, we're happy to bring this one home for her. She's helping us up there.
Stevie, to you, it's funny. We've seen your maturation, I feel like, from the game one until whatever game number this is now for you guys. But some limited minutes maybe early on as you were getting used to varsity lacrosse, and now 2 goals in the second half in the Long Island Championship. How you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. We came a long way.
A man of a few words. I'll ask Dad. It's weird, right? Because you've got to wear the 2 hats. You got to be a dad and be a coach. But as a dad and as a coach, you must be so proud of Stevie's development here.
Yeah, I mean, all these guys are my kids. Obviously, it's a little more real that he's coming home with me every day. But I think he's done a great job maturing, and I really think that's for all of our guys. It's really been. It's been so condensed. So you're talking about the Port game on May 7th. That was a difficult time, and to think that these guys have played 16 games. I know what it is. It's 16 games since May 7th, and we just kept talking about getting to June 19th and having an opportunity to play for a Long Island championship. I told the guys, this is your state championship. This is as far as you can go. Win the last game, but it's been nice to see them all develop. I think some of the younger guys took a little longer to kind of figure out what we do and how we do it. The older guys we relied on to kind of get these guys up to speed.
You've got a great relationship with Dave Ettinger, obviously, as football coaches and friends. Now you see him take over the girls program, and some great symmetry there among your programs, where they go and win a Long Island championship. They're in the stands supporting you. How special was that?
It's awesome. I think on the other night, I asked the guys, I didn't know the whole schedule. I was like, all right, guys, you guys got to get home bed early. And the baseball county championship went to extra innings. And then I see him and some of the boys at the girls county championship game. And then the Islanders game is on. So I said, all right, the next night, can you get to bed early? But they've been great. It's just, it was really awesome. A bunch of the guys came to the girls county final the other night too. And, the baseball team was down 6-2 and won the counties the other day in extra innings. So it's been incredible. It's great to work with Ettinger and the guys. My coaches, Timmy Holman and Joe Jacovina, Chris Rogler, helping us out this year, running the box in the playoffs. It's been an incredible unit, and we're thrilled. Can't believe we got here. A lot of people didn't think we would, and just really proud of Pierce and the boys.
Pierce, last one for you. What will be the lasting memory or memories? I know it just ended, and it's still you're very much in the moment. But what are some of your biggest memories you think you're going to take from this season?
Well, Coach the other day actually got us a video from Barry Trotz, the Islanders head coach.
Wow.
And that was one of the things that just fired us up, because he goes by structure, and that was kind of our team motto this year. It helped us push through. We love that guy.
Yeah, he lives in town, and his son attends school, and we were able to get in touch, and that was a big surprise for the guys to have a message from Coach Trotz. It was, I've never seen a louder ovation of 48 guys. I was blown away. I knew they were pumped. They didn't make a sound, but the round of applause went on for a minute. I didn't ask them to. They were all just pretty fired up. So we're rooting for the Isles, and he's a Bruins fan, but we still love him. We give him some harassment, and I looked at him and I said, "Was that good?" He goes, "That's amazing." So a lot of fun, and honestly, this needs to be fun. There's so much going on in these kids' lives, and we've had a blast with them. So really pumped they could finish on the right note.
So just and Stevie, wrapping up with you, what did you think of the whole thing? I mean, you've got Dad kind of generally being the guy to provide the inspirational words, but now you got the head coach of the Islanders doing the same.
Yeah, it was a little different, but pretty cool.
We're gonna work on that, okay?
on the media training.
Yes.
I'll help you out. No problem.
Right. All good.
Well, Steve, Pierce, Stevie, we thank you so much. An unbelievable season. You guys deserve this championship, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you for everything you guys do.
All right, so that's the Class B Long Island champions. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll break down the Class C championship coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy.
He's got. He's in.
Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
We welcome you back to East Islip Middle School, a day that started with the Class D Championship, a double overtime thriller at that. Moved on to the Class A Championship, the Class B, and now we approach the final day of the game, the Class C Championship, pitting Manhasset against Mount Sinai. We want to again thank our sponsors for today's shows. It starts with Breakout Goaltending Group. Breakout Goaltending Group is a goalie training for boys and girls of all ages and abilities. It's Long Island's most comprehensive goalie training. It's year-round. It starts from Comp 60 to middle school elite, high school elite, college committed as well. It's 2-to-1 player-coach ratio, and it's staffed by men and women dedicated to the development of the individual goalie, both physically and mentally. Breakout Goaltending Group. And of course, we are forever grateful to Igloo Lacrosse, Anthony Alexander, and the great folks at Igloo Lacrosse really leading the way in development. They had 40-plus players, both in Nassau and Suffolk County, playing in county championships, playing in Long Island championships as well. This is their tryout evaluation camp coming up in a month's time. You can see the age groups from 2024 all the way down to the 2023 clinic team where there's open registration. You could register by going to igloolax.com. So we turn the page here on Varsity Media to the Class C Championship, and to get there, Manhasset had to defeat Cold Spring Harbor, and what a matchup that was. A much more difficult game, I think, than a lot. Crown. They take on Mount Sinai, a team that a lot of people thought it would be Mount Sinai having to deal with a team that's been sort of their bugaboo, if you will. Here's the bracket. They've had a hard time with Shoreham-Wading River. In fact, Shoreham-Wading River defeated Mount Sinai in the final day of the regular season. But as you see here, Bayport Blue Point defeated Shoreham-Wading River, and then Mount Sinai 9-3 victors over Bayport Blue Point as well. We'll take another quick break, and we'll get you some impact players for this next one in the Class C Championship game, which pits Manhasset against Mount Sinai. You're watching the Varsity Media Long Island Championship Show.
As the season winds down, don't let the memories of an unusual season fade. Let Varsity Media relive the season filled with great plays, exhilaration, and joy with a highlight video. For the athletes going to college, Varsity Media's recruiting videos have been the engine that drives the application to the coach. Our history has shown a Varsity Media recruiting video has saved parents hundreds of thousands of dollars. For the athletes not yet ready for college, a Varsity Media highlight video will be remembered forever, and the highlights will be there for life. An end-of-season team highlight video will capture a successful season filled with hard work, unpredictability, a testament to the administration and athletes. Call Varsity Media today to start creating a video filled with highlights from a very unusual season. Highlights that will forever be watched. Contact us at 516-403-2050.
We welcome you back to East Islip Middle School, and you can see the Mount Sinai guys as well as the Manhasset guys warming up before the Class C championship game. And we're going to go to our impact players, and that is one of our impact players, Joey Terenzi. He'll go on and play at Virginia in 2 years' time. What a year Terenzi has had. 24 goals, 20 assists on the year. He's a student of the game, a coach at heart. He's always texting Keith Cromwell ideas. He and Aiden Mulholland as well. He's got so much energy. If he doesn't have the ball in his stick, he's flying around the field nonstop. Joey Terenzi, a big-time junior. So Terenzi is in the first midfield, and really the guy who we thought would be joining him as well in that first midfield is Aiden Mulholland. Now 32, you see him there. Mulholland actually moved up to the attack this year and did so well there. Might as well just keep him on there. Look at those numbers, 55 goals and 19 assists for the Michigan-bound senior. He's wearing that special number 32. He's a guy on the field that they rely on to make the big plays, Manhasset is, and that 32 given annually to the top senior midfielder. It's in memory of Johnny Driscoll, former All-American, who went on to play at Virginia, inducted into multiple halls of fame. Driscoll died in 2002 after losing a 6-year battle with brain cancer, and a special number for Manhasset and a special player wearing that number. There's a special number for Mount Sinai. It's number 22, Joey Spallina, the Syracuse commit, the top-ranked junior in the country by Inside Lacrosse. Spallina, look at those ridiculous numbers, 39 goals, 74 assists on the year. Broke a Suffolk County record for assists in a game earlier this year. Didn't even play the fourth quarter of that one. Was close to breaking the New York State record as well. His future head coach and newly named Syracuse head coach, Gary Gate, actually here in attendance to watch this game as well. So that's one of our impact players, and we have to go to a poll here now for Mount Sinai because, again, when we talked about the impact guys, a high-flying attack for Manhasset, right? So you've got big-time players there, and Terenzi and Mulholland and Panzik, and such an incredible attack for Mount Sinai. Our second impact player is Mikey Trapetta, number 38, the long pole junior, Johns Hopkins bound. A goal and 3 assists, but obviously his work more on the defensive end. He's going to have his hands full certainly today with some big-time attacking talent for Manhasset. Mikey Trapetta, the second player to watch for Mount Sinai. Also noted that in addition to Gary Gates, close to us here, it's Doc Akins as well from the University of Virginia. So that tells you how big a game this is, as it's, here we go, I'm going to pan over, there we go, some pictures as well. You see Gary Gate, the newly named Virginia head coach, the newly named Syracuse head coach. So those two guys, oh, excuse me, I said before, that's Lars Tiffany, the Virginia head coach, along with Gary Gate as well, taking in this game, seeing maybe a few of their future stars on hand, with Terenzi going to Virginia and Spallina bound for Syracuse. We'll take a quick break here as you are watching the pregame show for the final Long Island Championship game. They're getting a good view of it as well. Tiffany and Gate, you're watching it right here on the Varsity Media Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in.
Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
We welcome you back to East Islip Middle School. That's such a cool shot that Ben Turchin, our director, just set up. Two guys be battling for years to come in the ACC. Laura's Tiffany in the white shirt, the great Gary Gates, the newly named head coach of Syracuse. And again, two of the top players in the class of 2022 doing battle here on the field. It's a pair of Joeys, Joey Spolina for Mount Sinai, Joey Terenzi for Manhasset. Two teams, too, nationally ranked as well in the Nike USA Lacrosse National Rankings. So we will kind of see how these two teams fare. There you see the guys at Manhasset warming up and Mount Sinai guys as well. It's been a long day here at East Islip Middle School. A lot of folks to thank. Of course, we mentioned our sponsors before. Let's give them one more bit of love before we go off the air. Again, it's Breakout Goaltending Group. You got goalie training for boys and girls of all ages and abilities. Long Island's most comprehensive goalie training. It's year-round. It starts from Comp 60 beginners group to middle school, high school, college committed, and more. It's a 2-to-1 player-to-coach ratio, and it's staffed by men and women dedicated to the development of the individual goalie, both physically and mentally. The Breakout Goaltending Group. Also, of course, we want to thank Igloo Lacrosse, one of the premier travel lacrosse programs in the country. They've got a great tryout evaluation camp coming up on July 20th and 21st. You see the age groups from 2024s all the way to 2033. Hey, the head coach at Manhasset, Keith Cromwell, among a terrific assembly of coaches who coach for Igloo, so you know you're going to get coached up well with those coaches as well. So on behalf of Ben Turchin, as well as Tony Damaso, Ron Pierre, Nick Louisi as well, we want to thank you so much, not only for joining us today for our pre- and post-game shows live at the Long Island Championship, but really as well throughout the entire season. It's a season, obviously, that was truncated. I think we started, back in February, mid-February, and it's been a whirlwind from there, from February until now. We're in June. A lot of games we were able to broadcast. We were so thankful for all the athletic directors, for all the head coaches, for the parents, the students, and the fans as well. You make what we do worthwhile, and we certainly look forward to bringing you more broadcasts and special events like this as well in the upcoming season. So stay tuned as well to our social media channels. We'll have a bunch of announcements as well, maybe some summer lacrosse coming up as well on the horizon. But for all the fine folks here at the Varsity Media Sports Network, I'm Dylan Butler.